I got thrown in prison, but deep down, I was weirdly excited because I realized this place had no walls and barely any guards around. What I couldn't figure out was why no one ever tried to escape. Right when I was still wondering, the warden revealed the chilling truth. They didn't bother watching us anymore. They strapped the burden to our necks. All it took was this small, twisted collar, locked tight around a prisoner's throat. Then they paired us up in twos. If the distance ever passed 100 meters, the collar would blow, killing us instantly. The warden even showed us how it worked. They set up one dummy on the ground and another strapped to a car. As the gap stretched wider and wider, the nightmare kicked in. If one tried to run, both would be blown to pieces. And if two tried running together, you'd still be screwed. Because the pairing was completely random, no one ever knew who their partner was. And around the prison, a white line circled the yard. Step across it, and you'd be over 100 meters apart. But none of that scared me. I was known on the streets as an electronics genius, a master thief, a legend in the underworld. Too bad. In the middle of a diamond heist, I got betrayed by my own crew and landed straight in the cop's hands. Turns out, my file caught the warden's attention. He had his eyes on my hidden stash of diamonds. He threatened me outright, told me if I didn't hand them over, he'd make sure I'd suffer worse than death inside. But I don't bow to scum like him. Still, I underestimated how vicious he was. That same night, I had barely closed my eyes when he stormed in with a pack of guards, ready to tear the place apart. And of course, they found contraband under my bed, a box of cigarettes. Wizened, twirly hands set me up. Didn't even let me explain and said they'd throw me into solitary. The prison bully aimed straight at my crotch and kicked hard. And solitary wasn't just a cell. It was a water pit, straight out of a nightmare. The warden tried once again to talk me into it. Told me to give up the diamonds, said I'd be spared the pain. I refused, so they dumped me in that hellhole for a full week. 7 days. I was beaten, soaked, barely alive. The bully even poured his homemade beer into the pit, trying to break me completely.
To say hello.
Goddamn son of a bitch!
I barely made it out alive. The second I was released, a female inmate came up to me.
Everyone thought you were dead.
Do me a favor. Pretend I am.
I didn't want anyone's concern. In here, people were poisoned, but just as I grabbed my food, some bastard stuck out his leg, and I went down hard. To make it worse, my tray of food spilled all over the prison bully. He twisted his face with rage, slammed me down on the table, ready to beat me half to death.